Hello, welcome back to our channel.
Hi, how are you? So today we are discussing It Chapter 2.
Yep, the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, the movie was good. The bad, they tricked us at the end. There's no after credit scene. The ugly, there's a lot of very disturbing images in the movie.
Which is kind of to be expected considering it's Stephen King, but there were definitely a few that weren't
Oh,
really
they
expected.
They upped the ante, for sure.
So to start off, I would say it's an 8 out of 10. At least. Maybe a little higher. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's almost 3 hours long, but in my mind it didn't really feel that long.
It felt that long.
Well, it didn't start to feel long until I needed to go to the bathroom.
I mean, I think it was, well, we had a few audio disruptions during our watching.
So we got free movie tickets.
Great customer service. We didn't ask, we didn't complain, we just got. Love that.
Pretty much. Cinemark.
America.
You do great stuff. But I really liked it. I want to watch it again. I want to buy it as soon as it comes out in a, combo pack, for 1 and 2. I want to get both of them at the same time. They're probably going to do a collector's edition.
So,
I want the collector's edition if they're going to do one.
yeah. I will just skip the opening scene every single time.
So, okay. The
Trigger
bad.
warning.
So there
was no trigger warning. I wasn't ready for it.
there's a serious gay bashing scene in the first scene. Like it's
Very brutal.
bad. It's pretty graphic. But I have issues with it. I have issues with it for a couple different reasons.
The character.
First of all, the characters might as well have had been holding a sign that said "I'm a homosexual" written in here just so that they can provide a gay bashing scene. There was really nothing there.
I feel like that was the little sassy with the pink top. The other one, I feel like he didn't really have personality. Actually, he was really flat.
It was. It's what it,
He was a prop.
Yeah, they were both props.
Yeah, but not the same kind.
And there's this line about Meg Ryan. Who cares about Meg Ryan?
Or her hair.
This is that's so 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So why are you bringing this up? This is not something that a modern day homosexual would say.
No.
So that just bugged me. It really took. I didn't like the gay bashing to begin with, but then you start thinking about some of the things, and it's just wow, they really put no thought into these characters. This is some shitty writing.
Yeah.
So let's start with that. The end scene. As much as people had an issue with 13 Reasons Why,
Oh, we're talking about the point that I brought up.
I feel
The
like
glorifying of the suicide. We can talk about this because it's part of the original story. But they did add a little touch.
So as everyone knows,
Stanley
commits suicide about
27 years later.
10% in, 15% in. It's really early in the movie. If you've watched the original, you know this. If you didn't, spoiler alert, somebody commits suicide. At the end, however, it's a known thing. It's out there. Everybody knows. Okay. But at the end of the movie, they added a little twist. Well, a little bit.
Good girl.
About everybody got a letter from Stanley, and he's basically, saying, you only. I feel like it really came across as you only won because I killed myself because I would have been the reason we died.
Yeah, that's how it
And it's
across.
just you should be thanking me for killing myself. And it's just what?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was just very what is this? So I feel like after 13 Reasons Why they should have known better, but apparently they didn't.
It's a little distasteful, but it's okay, I guess, because they did what they did, and Hollywood's gonna do what they're gonna do.
Exactly. Overall, though, I thought the movie was fantastic. I mean, there's gonna be complaints about anything, but overall, though, I thought the movie was fantastic. I'm gonna buy it.
And gripe pretty much from start to finish, but I really enjoyed it. I was on the edge of my seat.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't scared. I was just anticipating. It's what's gonna happen, because they did change it enough that I was excited about it.
The writing was great, the acting was great, the production was great, their effects were fantastic. I feel like they really did a good job of marrying the line between the digital versus the actual.
The final fight, that was orgasmic.
It was
really good, because there were some parts of the movie I really didn't like. Let's talk about the cinematography for a second, and I can include the editing as part of it. I was like, it's really warm, it's really cool, legit. It was really blue, and then it was really orange. I get they were probably trying to make the small space that they used feel different and look larger, but I was kind of no.
I didn't really like the strobe bits in the final scene.
That was
in the final fight. Like,
again, there's no warning.
I'm not really a fan of strobe scenes. Like, where, you know, you can see, you can't see. I don't like it.
I don't like that either.
Like, I get that it's for effects, but I'm just not a fan.
I was talking about like the deadlights and
oh yeah,
the part where like it was like feeding through. That was genius.
Yeah,
that was very well done.
They really did keep true to a lot of the core points from the original movie, and I assume from the book. I've never actually read the book.
There's more in there.
There's a lot of
That's
the.
why shit's this thick.
There's a lot of the similar characterization and similar character development, which is great. It's kind of what you expect. It's what I expected. I assume it's what you expected. There were a few points where we were like, are they going to do this again? This is 2019. Are they going to do this bit again? And they did, and it worked
they didn't
well.
really nod to the abuse, because that was
They
mentioned.
did constantly.
Not like in the same way that they did in the older one, which I would have thought in the older one, like they wouldn't even talk about it because women were still kind of becoming people versus arm candy. Just saying.
If you've watched the original, you know that Beverly is in an abusive relationship, and her going home to Darius is also her leaving the relationship. And they did it in this one as well. They didn't put as much time and attention into it. It was really just one scene of her, you know, getting her stuff. There's
Fighting
a fight
for her life, yes.
and then she leaves. It was probably like a 2-minute scene.
Yeah, it wasn't
if
very
that.
long.
It wasn't long. I feel like in the original they made it much longer. Like 5 minutes.
It was more verbal, less violent, I believe.
I possibly. I don't remember it getting too
I just remember it was
violent.
Annette O'Toole.
Mm-hmm.
Loved her.
She's amazing. I feel like Jessica Chastain did it really well. And she fought.
She fought.
She fought, and it was fantastic.
I didn't see anybody taking her down after she, you know.
Yeah, no.
She's like, no. Like, I feel like that was actually the right, like, physical. She's like, I am going to keep myself safe. I am not going down here. I love that.
Let's see. One complaint.
Mm-hmm.
One complaint.
That it should have been Amy Adams.
Oh, yeah. That it should have been Amy Adams. Like, Jessica Chastain was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not knocking her at all, but with the child actress that they had, who I felt like did an amazing job with that character, I felt like she would have looked more correct as with Amy Adams as the adult. I don't know if she's just too old.
She might be too old, because I feel like, wasn't she the one that was in Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's too old.
Visually,
Jessica,
they
no.
just they look like they could be related. In my mind, they look like they could be like mother-daughter.
Because they're both soft and, like, you know, more round.
Whereas Jessica Chastain's just a little bit
really,
sharper.
Really sharp.
And it's fantastic.
The nose,
She's got
the chin, the cheekbone. It's very angular.
She's stunning. But I just feel like Amy Adams would have looked more related. That's just me. I love what Jessica Chastain did with the part, with the character.
The vulnerable moments should have made me feel deeper, I think, honestly.
Possibly. Overall, that's a minor complaint. It's more of an annoyance than anything else. But
Okay,
like
what's
my
your thing?
biggest complaint, like one of my biggest
I need
two.
to grab my juice box.
I have 2 complaints. I have 2 actual complaints. Complaint number 1: the child actors have obviously aged between movie 1 and movie 2.
quite a bit.
I don't understand why they didn't.
Picking people in that age group.
I don't understand why they didn't get all of the writing done up front and then film all of the children's parts for part 1 and part 2. That way it wouldn't be a continuity problem. Because now if you watch both of them back to back, it's just like, whoa.
But that could have been budget.
It's possible, but I mean, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of back and forth in this one. I mean, there was some, but it wasn't like a lot.
Notice.
And then there's the glasses. That's what really pissed me off. So, Richie's character,
I slept with your mom.
the kid from Stranger Things, he does some good work, but whoever did his costuming for this kind of annoyed me with glasses, because it's like their thought process was, we need to pick the ugliest frames with the thickest lenses that make your eyes look 5 times their actual size for part 2, but not for part 1. So it was really distracting anytime they flashed back. So it was just like, what's wrong with your eyes?
His makeup was also pretty. I thought maybe that was partially hide his makeup because he was painted.
I'm trying to make him look younger.
I know.
But, I mean, this sounds like we're ripping it apart, but
It was
overall,
a really
it
good
was
movie.
really good. It's
so
just
easy
small
to
things.
harp on the negatives because that's what the world is fueled on, like our
Yeah.
president. But
it really sucks you in, and it's an experience.
it was powerful.
It was really good
compared to the old one. Like I will always like if you know me, you know.
Tim Curry.
I love Tim Curry. He's genius. Fell in love with him instantly. It was one of my favorite movies growing up when I was a kid. Like that and Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, which are trash, but they're amazing.
For me, it's definitely a win. It's definitely something that I want to go back and watch, and it's something I would definitely
I wish we could have watched it yesterday so we could do this sooner, but yeah, you gotta watch it. It's really good.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, just do it.
Do it. Because we're amazing. And you want to see us all the time. Bye.